Welcome to another episode of the Pierce Brothers. Today we're going to be taking a look at my CZ75. This is the P01 variant. This one has been worked on by Cajun Gun Works, so it's got a real nice trigger. They did the optics cut on it, and yeah, pretty sweet. So I'll throw a link to their description down below so you can see all the work they do when they do their Cajunized work to these. The main thing is they work on the trigger reset and all that, lightness of trigger pull. So in double action mode, you can see it's a real smooth, easy trigger. The reset is amazing on this. So real quick reset, real quick pull. So super light trigger. Yeah, check out their website. They've got a bunch of different packages you can do for different CZ firearms. Let's compare it to a couple of other guns that are same or similar in size. All right, guys. So I've got my SIG 226 Legion. We're clear. This is the single action only variant. So it does not have a decocker. It's got a safety similar to that, like a 1911. So it's just, you carry it cocked and locked. And then I've got my Kimber KDS 9C. Again, we're empty. And again, 1911 style controls. So the difference with the CZ is that you do not carry it cocked and locked. So you have a decocker right here. You decock the gun and carry it with the hammer down or almost all the way down when you've got one in the chamber. And then when you're ready to shoot, you draw the gun, and that first trigger pull is going to be in double action mode. And then it goes to single action mode after that. But as you can see, that trigger is super light, quick reset on it. So I want to compare and do trigger pull on that versus the 226 Legion, because the 226 Legion, in my opinion, has probably one of the best triggers of any gun that I own. Until I got this CZ, I think the CZ is going to beat it. The reset is a little bit quicker and crisper on the 226, but again, trigger pull is really light. So let's grab my trigger pull gauge and we'll see how it does. All right. So first, let's go ahead and test the CZ here. So take up, there's a little bit of take up in that trigger, then it breaks. First break is just right around 3 pounds. So let's do that again. So again, right at 3 pounds or just shy of 3 pounds. Let's go ahead and test the SIG and see. So we're at almost 4 pounds on that first pull. Right at 4 pounds. So it's almost a pound lighter than a 226 Legion single action only. Something else of note, all three of these guns have the exact same 15 round capacity with a flush fit magazine. As you can see, barrel lengths vary slightly, with the CZ being the shortest in comparison. And then grip length, you can see that the 226 is just a little bit bigger. And then the Kimber and the CZ are pretty well the same. They're almost identical for grip size. So again, that's almost Glock 19 size, but the CZ again would be just a little bit shorter than a Glock 19. Grip size would be almost identical. So let's go ahead and move into an accuracy test. We'll be using some 124 grain PPU for the first set. All right, we're gonna do 15 shots at about 10 yards here to test accuracy. Again, just offhand. I don't typically shoot a handgun with a rest because I want to see what my offhand shot placement's gonna be. So we'll go ahead and cock it so I'm not doing one round in double action. All right, so not terrible there. That's a decent sized group, about a finger size total. Now, obviously, if you had a rest, you'd be a little more accurate, but I want the gun to be sighted in as if I were shooting it offhand in a defensive scenario. So overall accuracy is pretty good. Yeah, so let's go ahead and just shoot some more mags through it and see how it does. Cool. All right, we're gonna do 3 mag dump into that top target that I just did the accuracy test on. That'll give us a good idea of, you know, I guess a combat type accuracy where it's rapid fire, you're not taking your time. And we'll have, at that point, it'll be 60 rounds into that one target. So we'll kind of see a good general idea of pattern, and we're testing functionality at the same time. So we only got about 250 rounds so far through this. We want to get closer to that 500 round mark for our review. So here we go. Something else of note, I'm going to start in double action mode. So this double action trigger is really smooth. Like, it's probably a 10-pound trigger, but it's so smooth that it doesn't feel like a 10-pound trigger. So of note, it feels better than a Glock trigger. I'll just say that. So gives you an idea. All right, for some rapid fire there, that's actually not too bad. We got a couple low shots here, but generally I'd say that guy's dead. So is it combat accurate? Yeah, I'd say it's definitely ready for any kind of self-defense scenario. All right, so we're gonna holster the gun with the hammer down. We just used the decocker. We do have one in the chamber. We're gonna do a draw, double action shot, and then 2 follow-up shots into the 10-inch steel. We're about 10 yards again. And then we'll holster again, do it again, just to kind of see how that double action pull compares to that single action if we get all 3 shots on target. All right, not too bad. Let's go ahead and do it again. I'm not a huge fan of this holster. I got it when I bought the gun. The gun was used, came with a holster, so not a huge fan of it. It kind of flops a little bit and doesn't have a great, anyways, we'll get a different holster for this guy at some point. Not too shabby so far. All right, missed the first shot, but yeah, that double action trigger pull, like I've said before, it is extremely smooth. So if you've decocked it, that pull is just nice and smooth every shot. So Cajun Gun Works did an awesome job with this thing and making that a really easy shootable gun. So let's just go ahead and put some more rounds through it so we can verify functionality, and then we'll wrap up. All right, we're gonna start from the low ready in double action mode here. Functionality is great. I mean, I really like this gun a lot. I would not hesitate to carry and use this as a defensive handgun. So yeah, functionality's been awesome. It's been reliable, it's accurate. As you can see, even rapid firing, it's just so easy to shoot. That trigger is really, really smooth, even in double action mode. So I highly recommend Cajun Gun Works if you have a CZ firearm of any kind. It's going to be a great option for upgrading your CZ. It's about $400 for their package, their base package. It goes up from there depending on what you want. So total, you know, gun plus the package, about $1,000. So I don't think that you'll find another gun on the market for the same price with all of those features for that price. So great option if you have a CZ, get her upgraded and have fun with it. So yeah, I've had way too much fun with this gun today. So thanks for watching this episode of the Pierce Brothers. We'll see you next time.